Hello and welcome to the Ascension Alchemist podcast. My name is Rev.HoniB Borden, and I'm so excited to finally start this podcast. It's been in the makes for quite a while, and this podcast is dedicated together with my husband to assist individuals with embodiment and alignment of their ascension. So what that means essentially is this podcast is all about spiritual awakening. Those who've been on a spiritual path for a while, they will awaken to their truth. And what happens is on their journey, they've arrived to this place of remembrance. And this place of remembrance is the remembrance of the God presence, mighty I am presence in them. Through that eternal light, they have remembered, oh wow, the divine perfection resides in me. The divine truth is in me. That Christ light is in me. So now let me start living from that truth. Let me live it through all my bodies, which is my spirit body, my etheric body, my mental body, my emotional body, my physical body, and let me be in alignment as a streaming light through all these bodies so that I can be in agreement with God's mighty presence in me, what God Almighty said about me. Let me be in that harmony. Let me be in that synergy, in that agreement so that I can live the life that God Almighty blessed me to be, and let me bring that blessing into my life and let me bring that blessing to this world. So together as Ascension Alchemists with my spouse, Michael Abramson, we are dedicated and devoted into this call to be able to share our messages and share our personal stories and to help all of you who are listening to also tap into yourself to see what you can remember within you. Where has been the challenges that we get to share? What's really been difficult to allow this within ourselves, and what we have faced along the way, and how we have healed our past, how we have healed our wounds, and what is still more to go. And let this be a channel of true, raw, and real expression, because that's who we are and that's what we are, especially those of you that know us. So we're so excited to start Ascension Alchemist podcast. This word Ascension Alchemist, just in case you want to know, it started about 5 years ago. When 5 years ago I was in the shower and I heard the voice that you are the Ascension Alchemist. And this is to embody the ascension. And we were sent on this journey of embodiment and aligning. And for those of you who have been on the journey of embodiment, you first recognize very quickly, okay, this embodiment journey is a lifetime journey. That does not mean I'm going to figure it all out. It is an everyday process. It is every day to align with that God presence. It is every day a devotion, a commitment, a disciplined way of life where every day I get to come into myself to see where is it that is not harmonized, where the streaming flow is not flowing through me, when I'm not radiating my total truth, where that inner Christ light is not being a blessing into my life. Where is it being blocked? How do I take personal responsibility? How do I remove blaming others and outer circumstances by bringing it back into me and bringing it back into clearing this house of God within, and from this place being able to create a different reality and create a different reality by the Creator that has already ordained the blessings before me, so I can get out of the way and I can start to bring it here. And it is an exciting walk, and it hasn't been easy, let's just say. that and be honest. There's been a lot of falls along the way, lots of kicking and screaming, lots of challenges, lots of disagreements, and also tantrums from the older part of ourselves, or the limited part of ourselves, or the victim part of ourselves, or the inner child that didn't feel safe or was victimized. All of these comes, all of these are part of it. And it is from here where it is met authentically, it is met in a very real way, in a raw way, and we get to share the stories. So, Ascension Alchemists has been our walk. We are in devoted union. We are in a sacred union, and this union has been a vehicle where our teachings come from, our share come from, our creations come from. And within it, each of us have our own personal responsibilities. And these personal responsibilities have been a way where we take it ourselves. And from here, we are unapologetic about being very real with the truth of God Almighty within us, so that we can show up being in honor of it and standing in agreement with it, being behind it, and evaluating ourselves, sitting in contemplation, and also claiming what God Almighty said about us versus our human limitation. So this has been me and Michael's journey, and along the way we've been of service to others. We help couples, those who are committed in a divine union, because we know how difficult this is. And we are not about soul twins, twin rays, twin flames. We don't resonate with that whatsoever. We're actually kind of out of the spiritual community, because we are more a faith-based recognition that this is not about anybody else. This is about us allowing the presence of God, very grounded in form, embodying it, and stretching ourselves in that truth, bringing it here. We also help individuals that are going through the challenges, that are having challenge with the way they have certain beliefs, and the beliefs and their identities are shifting. Their emotions are being invited to be masters. They are needing to take charge of their thoughts and their feelings, and also how to use their mind properly, so that it can be a driving force in the direction of their path. We also assist with individuals who really want to be the greatest version of themselves through our mentoring. We have a lot of teachings through their master classes, and Michael is dedicated to the men for helping men be consciously evolved. So he has his programs and his teachings. I have taught quite a bit around the woman, the consciousness of woman, and the rose mastery, the rays of the rose. And we also, together through our teachings, we have this, what is the inner union, which means on an individual level, what is that relationship between the feminine and masculine within? Do they have a relationship? Are they aware of each other? We have to create that sacred marriage on the inside first, before we can share it in a relationship. So these are all parts of ourselves, and we're going to be sharing it quite a bit on this podcast. And we will also be able to share truly some of the difficulties. For example, there's a part that I will be speaking about being born in another country, through migration, through war, through the challenges. And I want to be able to reach that part of the origin of where I was incarnated, bring lightness to that, bring awareness to that, that was always very closed for me. these are going to be brought about, and we're going to also have some meditations around here, and we're very much looking forward into you walking with us, exploring with us, questions you have that we get to answer, and be able to allow this medium, this vehicle, be another way in which the Creator gets to express itself through us, bringing those higher wisdom, higher teachings through. So with that, I'm so thankful to kickstart this. Blessed you are, and looking forward to the journey, and it's going to be amazing. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and see you on this podcast series.